A citizen of the world is an individual who can feel at home in any location, in any country throughout the world. There are 7 billion people on this planet, and almost none of them care about us. But to all of my mom's Facebook friends, to our faithful 129 subscribers, and to you, the new guy, let's recap. In January of 2022, my friend Brian and I boarded a one-way flight to Europe, and have spent the past 4 weeks vagabonding around from place to place. We spent our time eating local cuisine, hiking, cooking, meeting strangers, making connections, eating again, and then expanding our taste palettes by eating more. This is all not without an end. Our goal, our mission, our challenge with this channel is to see if we can live up to the name, to feel comfortable as if at home wherever we are, to see if we're worthy of the title.
The night before we were supposed to check out of our hotel, we had nothing booked. Peter and I were really stressing. We're in a different country. If we don't have somewhere to live, we're basically homeless, and that's not ideal at all. We had no flight, no reservation, and just the entire world lay before us. Every Airbnb hotel that was in our price range was all booked up, and this was because we didn't plan accordingly. And while me and Peter are freaking out and stressing and like, what are we gonna do for the next day? You know what we did? We did nothing. We went to bed because we were tired. And then I woke up and Peter had literally booked everything while I was asleep, and I woke up to like a plan being laid out. So far, every place Peter has booked has been in the city center, and he was like, okay, you know, let's get more of an authentic Greek experience. And I was like, okay, that's great. It was just north of the Acropolis, so everything's working out fine. It's economically devastated. This is the ghettoest place I've ever seen. The reason Peter did this, so he looked at the pictures and he saw the free breakfast and he couldn't help himself, so he booked it in the worst place possible. Traveling like we do is like thrift shopping. You've got to find the best deals, and sometimes you'll just land yourself a gold mine.
The more you know. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Because of our hotel being in an unideal location, we didn't end up casually walking around like we normally do. It was about a 25-minute walk to any place that we'd normally go when we're in a new city, like a coffee shop or a church. So the only time we left our hotel was with intentionality of going towards a specific location. First, authentic Greek gyros. I'm gonna give you a little peek. You can't really see, but there you go. Delicious. Yeah. You don't get any, Brian.
I know.
I have 4. Other than going out for our daily gyro, we took this opportunity to get some of our work done. Because of our dedication to our craft this week, we also had a greater opportunity to reflect on what travel truly means. Here's what this rabbit hole of a process led me to think this week. I love food, okay? I love food so much. We're at this lovely establishment and we got some pastries. I got myself some delectable pastry desserts things. As much as Brian completely disagrees with what I'm about to say right now, sightseeing does not resonate with me the same way that eating does while you're traveling. I think this is because food uniquely triggers each of our senses in a way that sightseeing doesn't. Because you taste the food, you feel the food, you smell the food, you can hear the way that the food is cut, you know, and so on. Whereas sightseeing kind of like only works with your eyes. That's why when you see something as grand as the Niagara Falls, you look at it in its full glory and you're like, well, I saw it, you know? It's like, I'm a dip, bro. Welcome to our authentic Greek experience. Here is a little dessert, very fluffy. Tastes about exactly what it looks like, what it tastes like. This has been Honest Reviews with Peter McDonald. So I think this is because when my brain has more information to be able to process, I end up having a much more vivid recollection of these memories when I'm looking back at my traveling experiences. As an example, I remember eating ice cream in Gatlinburg, Tennessee so much more than I do that entire trip. I remember it more than I remember actually even being in Gatlinburg. And I just think it's really interesting.
So, as for me, I've spent a lot of time thinking about this topic, actually. Me and Peter, we visited the Parthenon, and it was a great experience. You know, like, I would like to say it was mind-blowing and, like, earth-shattering, but it wasn't. It was like a regular landmark, like any other pile of rubble. Like, not to be disrespectful, but, like, and it made me realize something. That travel is heavily symbolic. And here's what I mean. If you ask someone their dream, 8 out of 10 times, they're going to be like, oh, I want to travel the world. I want to see every single country. I want to travel the world. And maybe that's true, but I think most of the time, people don't actually want to travel the world. I think it calls to something deeper. I think it calls for a desire for adventure, to be more cultured, to be respected and seen as someone who is adventurous and who is educated. And that's why travel looks so deeply appealing, and people feel a deficit if they didn't have their time of travel before they settled down with their lives, is that they're missing something. Travel ultimately does not fulfill you as a person. What is travel? Travel is a means of getting from one location to another. So where are you trying to go? I think ultimately the greatest adventure and the deepest calling in all of our hearts is a relationship with Christ. And it's funny because like this is coming from someone who is traveling as a digital nomad.
My dream is I like falling.
Okay.
Falling. And then before I hit the ground,
Desire to.
I wake up. That's my dream. Actually, this is just the Acropolis. The Parthenon is a different building. Why is there a crane inside the Parthenon? The Parthenon? The Parthenon. We're at the Parthenon, a place of pagan idolatry for hundreds of years, and we offer this up and give glory to the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Blessed be God. Blessed be His holy name. Blessed be Jesus Christ, true God and true man.
I'm a Greek god.
I'm a Dominion, bro. I'm at the Parthenon, dude. You think you can do better than me? You can't. I'm a digital nomad, bro. I didn't know that. Don't be mad, bro, because I'm a digital nomad. There's no mad, bro. No cap. We're in a very small, compact hotel room, and every single time I fart, I ask Brian if someone's making cookies, and he goes, and then he smells it, and then he's falling for it every time. It's like, Oreo. We have made some fantastic connections so far, but surprisingly, the citizens of the world have gotten our fair share of haters too. We've noticed that with every connection that we make, we accidentally make an enemy as well. These people that we've angered by our very presence have been bestowed a nickname to the corresponding thing that we got yelled at for by them. The Bible says love your enemies, but it doesn't say that we can't have them. First up, we had Mask Man, and our first stop in Lisbon. He always just told us, put your mask on even if we were in an empty room, and that's kind of annoying. Shut Up Man told Brian and I not to sing church hymns while we were making our spaghetti. Stand Up Man told me I couldn't sit on a particular rock because it was quote-unquote historic. And the Euro Man told us we couldn't eat our euros in the hotel property because we didn't purchase it at that establishment. And I actually just think he was salty we didn't buy him a euro. We're going to get our daily euro.
That's right.
We have not gone a single day in Athens without eating at least 1 euro, usually 2.
Wow, I'm like a fancy YouTuber. Now that's pride. Peter.
You want to see pride?
Alright, avert your eyes. So where does this leave us? We've been traveling full-time for about a month now. And when do we pull the plug? We don't know what's going to happen just as much as you don't know when the next vlog is going to come out. We'll keep doing what we do best and make sure you're along with us every step of the way. And we redact our statement about subscribers. We deeply want you guys to subscribe. It makes us feel really good about ourselves. And the best part about a subscriber count is we're able to see our worth as like a tangible number rather than like some abstract concept. No, I'm just kidding. But not about the subscriber part. Anyway, like, subscribe, please subscribe. Please, please. Godspeed, my friends. That's all she wrote, bro. That was rough.